Hello everyone, so this is me leaving my hotel in Namanga and heading into Tanzania. Really appreciate those who have supported me financially. Again, it makes a huge difference, and for the multiples, it really has enabled so many things. Please remember to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't. Leaving Namanga was good. Got several waves from people. People overall were friendly. I thought it was going to be easy to get out of Kenya. It seemed that way at first. This woman was just like, go to that building and you're all set. And this is the first fixer that tried to help me. So here I am getting parked, and I love this sound. There's just something about hitting the kill switch and putting the kickstand down. So I know this video is upside down. I had my helmet askew, but this is me getting my fingerprints to exit Kenya. And it was relatively simple, but I got there too early before the officials were there. And this woman would not stamp my carnet unless I had the fixers do their thing. And of course I had to pay them. I also love the sound of raising the kickstand and turning the bike over. All in all, it turned out okay. I just feel like I'm always taken advantage of by the fixers, and it wasn't a ton of money, but God, it's just always something. Then I was finally in Tanzania, and I was so excited that I decided to hold my tradition and go the wrong way, down a one-way, first thing when I get into the country. Part of this is the GPS fault, part of it is my fault. I should have seen which way the vehicles were facing, but all's well that ends well. And I'm really glad I didn't drive in that giant ditch there. But I saw an elephant. Well, it was just a model outside of a gas station. But this sign light got me freaked out. It says wildlife corridor, and I was so excited to see wildlife. And then it has these pictures of the variety of wildlife, and I was like, oh my gosh, I can't wait. But there would be no wildlife this day. The people and the terrain and the trees and vegetation were absolutely beautiful though. And these open roads and landscapes were so welcome. It just felt so freeing to be out of the cities and heavy traffic and to see some natural beauty. And then the Maasai people everywhere, so great for me. I was so overjoyed to see them, and I don't know, it's a novelty to me, and I loved it. Oh, I like this sign. Then it came up on my first checkpoint in Tanzania. I always have a little bit of stress with checkpoints, even though I know I'm not doing anything wrong and I just gotten into the border, but still a little stressful.
ARUSHA?
You're going to ARUSHA?
Yeah.
Where's the passport? Let's see your passport.
This guy turned out to be really cool, was very friendly and helpful.
I'm sorry?
Are you going to Zanzibar by motorbike?
Can I?
Of course you can, because there is a boat there.
So I would love to take the bike to Zanzibar, and I've heard conflicting information about whether I can or not. I know there are passenger ferries that go there, but I had a hard time locating any information, any reliable information about a way to get the motorcycle over there. Seems like it's possible. I might have to wait until I get to Zanzibar to actually find out. There's some sweet donkeys. I love them so much. Some friendly kids waving. And it was actually kind of chilly riding. I pulled over and kind of buttoned up my sleeves a little bit and cinched my gloves down and turned on my heated grips because it was chilly. 62 degrees, but very humid too. And then, I thought I was going to see some animals, and I get up here and it's just a sweet donkey. I thought it was going to be like a gazelle or something exotic like that, but it was just a sweet donkey. And see, they're still saying it's a wildlife corridor, so I feel like my expectation was not completely unrealistic, but I'll definitely settle for the Maasai. They were super cool. And then these trees were awesome, and I love the nests hanging in there. And so I wanted to take some pictures and and get a better appreciation for those nests hanging in the trees. Super cool. Look how beautiful that is. I just love it. And I got that one, and then went a little bit further, and there was another one. I was like, oh, that's a good one. And so pulled over and got a few pictures of this one. But just all those nests and really cool birds. I wish I had a picture of the birds that were in there, but check this out. So then I was back on the road, and lots of livestock, lots of those sweet donkeys, and lots of goats and some sheep here and there, but no wildlife like I was praying for. But this dry riverbed made me grateful I was there in the dry season and not in the wet season, for sure. And more friendly people waving all over the place. So cool. And oh, look, they got a real sign here with the exclamation point, and then their brush signs on the other side. So whatever works for them. Probably easier to find the brush. But yeah, this was a great section of road, and I'm so grateful for it. Look how pretty that is. So nice. Then as the crazy driving started to increase, I knew I was getting close to ARUSHA. Started out okay, and I love all the trees in the city. It gives it a very, very nice feel. But the traffic quickly ramped up, and of course the motorcycles everywhere, and a little friendly wave there. And then this BMW like pulls out in front of me and really struggled. I'm sure they didn't want to scratch their car, and it was so tight. But I was thinking, oh, Mzungu, and you know, BMW, and driving all cautious and everything. And then here I am, I'm the biggest Mzungu on the road, riding a BMW. So I was a little convicted about that. People in glass houses shouldn't throw stones. Then there were like those three people trying to all cut me off, and I had the right of way. So I was getting close to where I was staying, and get down on this road and waiting for the person I was supposed to meet about the room. And this guy comes walking down the road, and he's just like staring right at me, like right in the eye, and then just stops here. And look at this look on his face. I was like, oh my gosh. And I was there for a while waiting for the person I was supposed to meet for the room, and he was just staring at me. So I had enough, and I went up to the gas station on the corner to wait for my contact.
Oh, hello.
Monica.
How are you?
Fine, how about you?
Good.
Okay, let's go.
Okay, hold on. Just 1 second.
And it's absolutely impossible for me to keep up with these boda drivers. I can take them on a straightaway on a highway, but in these tight quarters, no way. They're a lot faster and more nimble than I am. And so we get back to this place where I'm gonna stay, which is like a little apartment, and just like lose me completely. He was so much quicker, and he knew where he was going. I had no idea. And then we get to the place, and she wants me to go in that little door into the courtyard, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm not sure I can fit. So there was lots of debate, and I tried it, and I scraped on both sides. Like, it was so tight. Yeah, I didn't know if I was going to be in a bad way here or not, but I managed to pop through and get in there, and I'm grateful. I felt like the bike was secure, and I was much happier to be in there. You see all the glass on top of the wall, the broken glass there. That's kind of gruesome, but that's the way they do it. And yeah, I'm getting settled in here. Finally get parked. That was kind of crazy to be in that tight space. I'm not sure exactly how I'm going to get out, but we'll figure that out when time comes. And there I am, tucked in, and I got the Tanzanian flag there, the one that's vertical on my windshield. Thanks so much for watching. Please give it a big thumbs up. I would really appreciate it. Thank you. God bless you to my supporters. You are so helpful. Peace and love to you all.